The word, with the word. The word.
Well, you know, I'm not around for
Speak
one
your mind,
day. I'm not around for one day, and I wake up to absolute nonsense.
Which are you talking about, Unc? The Hades one or the Manor one?
Now, you heard about the Edgar one?
There's an Edgar one too?
That's what I heard.
Bro, what the fuck? Nah, I haven't heard that lore.
Apparently, Dickhead paid himself $30 to put a hit out on Edgar. Put a hit out himself and paid himself for a hit.
On Edgar?
Yeah. This guy's got to shoot around him with a sweeper, by the way.
Bro, you telling me?
So, let me tell you something, Vidal. Let me tell you something.
What's up, man?
I'll be honest with you, right? I feel like this gang has no backbone. Nobody in this gang can tell people no. You're one of the only few people that will do it.
Tell them no. Okay. I mean,
so what I need is somebody to say no to some of the absolute stupid shit that be going on sometimes.
I mean, like, bro, like, I don't, it never bothers me to say no, right? Because you can understand when you could and when you can't do the things. And here's the thing, right? Like, listen, there's no working around that. After a war, you start saying no to a lot of things, right? There's no working around that. And that's why, like, I'm not tripping that you said, like, to give stuff back
I
to
didn't want to say give it back. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, listen, I mean, you know how shit goes, right? Like, we just fucking came out of a war with these guys. I'm not gonna go rob them and antagonize them. Like, I'm staying out of the way for a while, right? Like, that's how it goes. That's just how it is. Kidnapping them was fucking dumb as fuck. And I didn't agree with it, but I left it to the boys to deal with it, right? Like, I'm not even fucking, like, I didn't even pick up the fucking phone calls. But I hate being the guy that's always like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. Because nobody else will say it. Nobody else will say it.
Yeah, but you only do that after like a major conflict, bro. Like, look, you gotta look at it like this, bro. I promise you, if that was before the Man of War, you wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, most probably.
You wouldn't give a fuck. It's just you generally feel like that.
But timing's a big fuck. Like, listen. You know how stupid it would be that we just came out of war with them and let's go to war with them again for what? Kidnap one of them? Like, just
yeah,
be
that's
dumb
what I'm
as
saying.
fuck.
Like, do I agree you gave the stuff back? No, but do I understand why you did?
I didn't give the stuff back. It wasn't my choice to give the stuff back.
Anyways, but at the end of the day, bro, whether you want to believe it or not, you sway decisions. Even if you don't agree with them, people are gonna be less likely to do what they want to do. If you say, yeah, I don't agree with this, I don't even want to deal with it. Like, of course, my motherfucker's gonna give that shit back.
Again, the only, like, I agree, like, you're not wrong, you're right. But at the end of the day, right, like I said, I don't want to be the guy that's always fucking saying no to everything. So I just let them deal with it, right? And you're not wrong. Like, obviously, my opinion will sway the decision, but I never once even mentioned giving the shit back.
Yeah, but I mean,
anyway, it doesn't matter. That's not the point.
Yeah, I understand the point, but you gotta understand the reason you feel like that, right? In my opinion, I don't like. It's okay to feel like that, but in my opinion, it's not that huge of an issue as you think it is, because you gotta understand, right? Like, it's timing, bro. Any other time, you wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh man, like there's a time and place, right? There's a time and place for everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like yeah, of course, if I was there, I of course I would have been on the side with giving it back, right? Because when you really come down to it, we literally just got out of a 5-day war. It makes sense.
Like, I don't know, you heard about the Hydra shit too? Like, it's happened like the day after the war as well. Like, you know, the war happened.
I've not heard about the Hydra shit.
The war happened, right? And obviously we drained a lot of the gang's resources, and we sit there having like multiple meetings about bringing the resources back up. And these guys go and rob a fucking Hydra money run. And this guy's like, yeah, we just got 200k in resources. Like, bro, you might be fucking done with them bricks.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough, bro. It's kind of tough, especially after, like, bro, it's kind of tough to not want to do that when all you have known is you haven't been able to be stopped. Like you know that it plays into a factor, right? Like that plays into a factor. If you just never have been able to been stopped, why not, right? But then, like I said, but that just comes to place in time. Like with the manor, why the fuck would we rob the manor after coming out of the door? It just makes no sense.
No,
right?
100%. Well, I mean, we didn't. Well, thinking of hostage, but same shit.
Well, I mean, fucking, I heard you shut them down.
Yeah, I mean, we shut them down because they pulled up.
Them.
But I mean, either way, yeah, man.
It does. Here's the thing. In my opinion, it's okay that you feel like that, but I think you might be putting too much a big of a scope in it, because this problem only comes up for you after something like this happens. And like I said,
because I mean, it makes perfect sense in my head, right? Like I said, we came out of a 5-day war. Of the whole point is to rebuild the gang a little bit, and motherfuckers like, you know, motherfuckers are doing shit that's gonna get us back into war the next day. So of course, I'm not trying to go, like, you see what I'm saying?
My only issue is with this is I don't think we're dealing with the issue that they don't understand that. Each one of them understands that. Otherwise, they wouldn't give the stuff back. But it's more of like, I mean, it's kind of, we've always fed into the mindset that we don't give a fuck who it is. And we don't give a fuck where we are.
Yeah, no, that's always been the, listen, I'm down to, like, we're always gonna do that shit. We're always gonna rob Mana, we're always gonna rob fucking Hydra, we're always gonna rob Hades. I don't give a fuck, but like I said to the boys before, there's a time and there's a place to do it, right? Like, we can't be going full throttle every fucking day, right? Like, you just can't.
Yeah. Like I said, like, yeah, like, bro, like, if I was there, of course, I would, like, if you weren't there, we had to deal with the situation, like, yeah, giving the stuff back. Like, it's the most obvious thing to do, and it's a thing we would have done. And I mean, what did Ming think about it?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what Ming be thinking at half the fucking time.
Well, he didn't have enough. Well, I mean, he's an old man. You know, you gotta give Unc some room. You know, like, yeah, like, if I'm there, like, you know me, bro. Like, I understand when things needs to be done and when they shouldn't be, and when it comes to manner, like, you know, I agree with you, like I said, and I understand why you feel like that. But like I said, I don't think it's that big of an issue. It just magnified after a conflict, in my opinion. I think you tell him once, and I think I'm gonna be honest. I think you tell him once, and I don't think the problem is that big of an issue after you say it. But is your main problem just being the main guy saying no? Is that your main problem?
I mean, I don't mind. Listen, like I said, I don't mind saying no. I mean, I'm always the fucking guy saying no, but I'm saying, like, you know, like, somebody else has to, like, step in and sometimes fucking say to these motherfuckers. I'm around for one day and we got fucking Tyler shooting up Hades because he's the food police.
Yeah, but then I think that's a whole separate conversation, bro. Like, I'll be honest, Tyler, or no, feel like Tyler and Dickhead fall into a separate conversation.
Oh, that Tyler and Dickhead gotta be the worst. Nah, Tyler and Dickhead might be the worst combination of people you can have together.
Like, you gonna tell me I'm gonna go tell Dickhead to not do that? Like, you know, it doesn't feel right, because at the end of the day, that's your brother. You know, that's when it comes to Dickhead, that's something between you and him, bro. I can't lie. I don't think anyone is. I think you put anyone in that position and they wouldn't feel right telling him no. And I think that's me being straight. Like, I think when it comes to Dickhead, that's a you and him conversation. And then when it comes to Tyler, I mean, Tyler, first you gotta tell him no and then see how he reacts. Cause like, we don't know how the fuck he is, like, fully, right? But when it comes to everything else, I mean, that's a pretty simple solution. I don't think, has there ever really been a time when you told someone no and then just they continue doing, like, something that's gonna get us into a war?
Yeah, happened not long ago, to be honest.
With what?
I said, don't kidnap fucking Mana member in front of Senior Buns. And what happened? We kidnapped the Mana member, the Mana guy in front of Senior Buns.
You talking about what just happened recently, though?
That's what I'm talking about, yeah.
But I'm talking about, like, okay, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, You tell them like they do something stupid like that, and then you be like, bro, we can't do that right now, you know, what yada yada. But do you think it's gonna happen again? I honestly don't think
I
it
mean,
will.
bro,
That's what I'm trying to say.
no. I disagree with this. Because the hardest shit happened, and I told everybody the same shit I told you. There's a time and place to do shit. And then these guys thought it would be a good idea to kidnap Mana the next fucking day.
Ain't fair. Like I said, I wasn't there, so kind of tough. But
Listen, I'm not speaking about like this is whatever, right? All I'm saying is like I just need you to make sure motherfuckers ain't doing stupid shit, bro. That's it.
I mean, yeah, like I said, there's always a place and a time, and
somebody gotta put the gang in check. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna be you, bro. When I ain't around.
I mean, like I said, I agree with you, bro, and I understand. Like I said, I'll be honest. Like after this situation of kidnapping them and shooting them down, giving that, like, yes, if you weren't here, the only obvious solution was to give the stuff back. But why not, like, regardless of how quiet Ming isn't stupid. Why don't you talk with him about it too? Have you talked with him?
I will, yeah, I'll speak to him.
I don't know. I think the main problem with this whole thing is the mindset of not caring about who it is, which I don't think should change. But I think, you know, there's always going to be pros and cons to, you know, to us, and that's just one of the. I feel like it's just going to be a reoccurring problem that we're always going to have, but I don't think it's a like insane issue that can be easily fixed. To give it 2 weeks and then we're back on that shit. That's the problem, bro. You're gonna give this shit a week.
But I don't. But that's fine. That's fine. If in 2 weeks' time we are there robbing motherfuckers, I'm completely fine with that, right? What I'm not fine with is we all have a meeting and we all agree on rebuilding the gang, and the next day we go into another fucking war, right? You understand what I'm saying? That's where I have a problem. I don't give a fuck if in 2 weeks' time we're going out robbing motherfuckers. That's completely fine. It's just that we say one thing and another thing gets done the next fucking day.
And that's what I mean, bro. I think
let's be real, right? In 2 weeks' time, there's a lot of shit that we can do. That in 2 weeks, a lot can be fucking done. We can make millions and millions and millions and re-fucking build the gang's fucking resources. No problem. But again, in 2 weeks' time, if we're gonna rob motherfuckers, that's not a problem.
But that's what I'm saying for, right? Like that issue right there. It's only ever magnified after a war or whatever. Because here's the thing. It's an issue. Yes, I agree. But is it a grand issue? No. Why? Because at the end of the day, we did end up giving the stuff back. Like it's just something that after a conflict, bro, it's always gonna happen. And then we're gonna tell them, no, let's not do that. Then we're not gonna do it for a week or two, and then we're back on that shit. It's just how it's gonna go every single time. I think if it would only ever really become a real issue is if they don't fully understand why we should give the stuff back or why we shouldn't do it. But I honestly think they all understand why they should do it, bro. None of these people, bro, they all been around for a minute. They're not dumb. They understand why. The reason they do it is because they're fucking stupid. But when it really comes down to it, do I think they will understand why we shouldn't do it? Yes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like when it comes down to it, they would understand why we should give it back. The only ever time that would be an issue, like a real problem that we generally have a sit down about, is when they start thinking, nah, we shouldn't give the stuff back, and not understanding why we shouldn't, or why we should give the stuff back.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like if you wouldn't tell me after having to talk about manner and say about, you know, like you see, it even shows you right there. You didn't say we should give the stuff back. They went and gave the stuff back themselves because they understand it's stupid. Now the issue would be real is if you told me, right? If you came and told me in this car tag that you guys had that conversation and they said they're not giving the stuff back. Like if you tell me they wasn't giving that shit back or none of that shit, like fuck them, then yeah, that's an issue. Because while we don't fuck with the manor, while in 2 weeks we're probably gonna go rob him again, it's quite easy to understand why we should give the stuff back at this current moment. It's a lot of yapping, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. You told me you didn't offer the solution. They made the solution themselves. Well, yes, it was swayed by, you know, how you're feeling. They still understood why they should give it back.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, you're not wrong. And the problems you had are fixed, right? But what I'm telling you is like,
Yeah,
sometimes the problems can be avoided, right?
Yeah, you're talking about preemptive, yeah. And yeah, I mean, when I'm there, like I'll try my best, right? But I mean, weren't you there when they took him kidnapped? When
I was,
they
yeah, well,
took
that's the thing. I was fucking there. And I did say fucking no, and it happened anyway. And I'm not gonna sit there in the middle of the fucking road and and argue with my own gang. It's just fucking embarrassing, right? So it just was what it was at that point.
You see, and then like now imagine me trying to do that, right? If you feel like that,
listen,
imagine anyone else trying to do that.
trying is better than not trying, right?
But yeah, I know you want people to try, and like I said, I will. But we also got to come into the fact that it's always gonna be hard to kind of like stop it while it's happening.
I don't disagree, but like trying is listen, like I said, trying is better than not trying, right? But as long as you're trying, that's what that matters.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I said, I know when the shit is stupid and we shouldn't do it, so I'll always try to say no. But I just hope I'm just what I'm trying to talk about is I just hope you understand that it's not a grand issue because they understand at the end of the day why they shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this whole conversation is just about.
It's about preemptive. I know. Like I said, like I mean, I've always tried, but the thing is, I'm not, really around like that. So, though I think Ming is probably the person who's around as much as you, and it's always in the things that goes on. So, I think he's probably gonna get the biggest value out of this conversation with the preemptive stuff.
I will figure shit out. We'll figure shit out, my dog.
Ming is a 50-50. You know how Ming is, bro.
We'll figure shit out, my dog. Don't worry about it.
But like I said, I hear what you're saying. I mean, I've always done it anyways, so.
I mean, to be honest, Shep, listen, to be honest, I think it's good. I think it's good that we have, like in the gang, right? We have people that are, like, extremely loose. Like, are like loose cannons, right? And then we have people that, like, are not so loose. And it's good to have a mix of the two, right? Because if everyone was a loose cannon, then what fun would that be, right? Like, you need to have a mix.